Baby, what sound does a drone make? Perfect, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, it's fucking here. DemiBot frame, y'all. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this badass motherfucker. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna talk about this build here as I build it, but I wanted to get in here and show some face, show you guys how much I appreciate this frame, how fucking awesome it is, how thick this bad boy is, like a cold bowl of oatmeal. And I'm ready to fucking paint it. This is the last time you're gonna see it black, at least on the YouTube. I'm gonna get some color schemes going. I'm gonna take my time with this one and do like an actual paint job on it, not just spray paint it a color and call it a day. It's gonna look sick, but until then, let's get down below on the workbench here and get this thing tossed together. This thing's badass. Meow. Alright folks, we are down here. About to get this sucker opened up finally. Do an official unboxing. I've yet to open this since it got here today. But that's it. Let's see, we got top and bottom plate here. Got 2 sets of arms sitting there. There's a top plate. Middle plate, this is the first frame I've had that's had 2 or multiple different bottom plates. Bag of hardware. Got some straps for that's these. Those are pretty dope. I like that little green. It's sweet. Sticker. Everything comes with stickers nowadays. And then there's your 3D printed mounts for your camera. Little keychain. And then some boom grip. Now, let's get this sucker put together. I'm not going to build the electronics in this. I'm just doing the frame for now. Talking about it while it's together, but this thing's a beast. This is definitely a bando slayer. Like you're not gonna break it. 6mm arms, got 3mm top and mid plate. I think the bottom plate's 3mm too. Standoffs are thick. They're 6mm thick standoffs, aluminum standoffs, and it's got some pretty dope mounting on it on the back and the front. You've got 30x30 as well as 20x20 mounting. So you can pretty much put any VTX you want back there. I plan on putting the old iFlight Blitz that I've got sitting in here somewhere. Plan on putting that in there. That's gonna look beastly in there, boys. Anyway, let's I watched a couple, like one video, really Botgrinder's video on how to put his frame together, but I have not yet done it myself. So there may be times when I'm zipping over to the computer and checking that out. All right, so what are you gonna do here is you're gonna take your 30x30 or 20x20 mounting here, and you're gonna kind of decide, make your little decision, because once it's done, it's done. You can't really pull these press nuts back. I'm sure you could try, but it's gonna be a son of a bitch. So you got to make your decision now of where you're gonna want this to be. But they give you a little washer and a little nut and some press nuts to put in there, and you choose. I'm gonna do 30x30 because that's what I run. And this is gonna be, am I doing the right one here? Nope, I'm doing the wrong one, so don't fucking listen to me. So the side that does not have the chamfered holes in there like that, that's the press nut one. With press nuts already in it. So the one with press nuts in it, don't be a dumbass. Put the press nuts in the right one. And then what you do is you take your little washer and your little screw and you just use this to tighten down and bring that press nut down into there. Not really good at this, so we're learning. Right here. There we go. It's moving. Now you'll see that kind of go down in there as it gets tightened down. Boom. One down. Now let's zoom through the other three. All right. Now that I have forever made this a 30 by 30 mounting, I'm going to put that over there. It comes with an extra press mount just in case you do need an extra to do whatever with. I don't know. In case you break one or something pops out, sure. Now you're going to take one of your short little bucket head guys, or not bucket head, but the whatever these are called, the chamfered ones. Put it through the center there and get your center block started. I definitely picked the long, so don't listen to me there. Don't do the short screws. Do the semi-short screws through the bucket, and then the center block. And then this is gonna go into your center press nut just like so. I'm not going to tighten it down all the way because I want to be able to move it and get that center block kind of square from where it's at. As you can kind of see, I don't know if you can or not, it's not really perfectly squared, but I feel like if you loosen it up and then take one of the arms and start it, you kind of get it where it needs to go. And do a little bit better tightening, just a little bit. Now I'm gonna do crissy-crossy here, and I'm gonna get the long boys again, the medium boys, not the short boys. And I'm gonna go ahead and screw this bad boy into this one right here. I'm gonna revert back to the internet here in a second because I feel like I might be doing this wrong. But I'm gonna do a little tightening there. Oh yeah, because that's where my stack screws are gonna go. Aha, I see how you change it with one. That goes through the center and then that goes through the arm. Genius. So there's one. I'm gonna go ahead and toss in the other three arms. Now that I've got it in kind of that way, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wiggle here, make sure all the arms are seated the correct way and where they need to be. And I'm going to cinch these suckers up. Not super, super tight, just mainly because I'm going to take it apart and paint it later. There's that. Bottom plate, boom, biggity, boom, boom, boom. Most, if not all FPV drones, freestyle ones, at least 5-inch ones, pretty much go together the same way every single time after this. So now that this is together, you can kind of see how strong this sucker is. This thing is really beefcakey. Like I'm giving it some oomph. It's just got like, it makes it feel like one piece the way that this is designed with the center block, but it gives it just that right amount of resonance to kind of keep this thing like tunable and perfect and not like a fucking brick in the air. But you got to put my stack screws in. I'm gonna go ahead and take my 30 by 30, or if you're doing 20 by 20, you're gonna put that in the 20 by 20 slot. And screw all of these in. All right, just like that, bang, bang, boom, I got my stack screws in there. And now at any point in time, I could start throwing stacks and shit up in this mug. Bam, sucker. Look at that, beautiful. So bucket head screws are the ones that they're using for the standoffs, I believe. No, those are for motors. I'm guessing those are all motor screws and other stuff. So let's go ahead and get the short boys in for the stacks, or not the stacks, the standoffs. There we go. And a little bit of tighten. Now, boom. Now, just like any other standard FPV fashion, you throw that top plate on there and you got yourself one good looking quad. It looks like he's got some countersunk here in the rear to give it that little strength and that smoothness in the back for your packs after you've thrown in some batteries. And then non-countersunk screws here, here, and here, because 9 out of 10 people are most likely going to put a GoPro on there or some kind of action camera of some sorts, and then he provided the little washer things that are countersunk to go with it, which is a nice little feature. And it even looks cooler. Like that looks cooler if you're not running an action camera. That right there I think looks freaking cooler than just like a bolt. There you have it, folks. All built. Looks fucking good. Looks fucking good. So my goal here is to get some, it's just a belt. I've got a butt ton of Zing 2207 1800s here I'm going to throw on it. I've already got Botgrinder motors on my other basher here, which I'm not going to reach for because it's really far away. But I'm going to throw some Zings on there with Hobby Wing 60 amp. And then I've salvaged this. Oh, actually, that's not what I said. What am I doing? Where's my flight controller at? And I've got this Hobby Wing convertible to go with it. And then, just like I said earlier, got an iFlight Blitz. It's gonna go in for VTX 30 by 30 too on that bad boy. So I was real worried about what I'm gonna throw that in, and then Botgrinder pooped this out, and I about pooped myself because that sucker's gonna go right back in there, and it's not even gonna bump into nothing. Look at all that room. Look at all that room. I could put the biggest VTX I wanted to back there with room to slide, because if you got 30 by 30, you put sliders in there. So it's gonna be slick. Could do it like this. Let me show you this way. So once you get it in there, you can put it here or here, 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 here. Shit, you might even be able to, nah. That's slick. That's fucking so slick. And this thing is probably not gonna break in a long time. This fucking thing is beefcake. Now I'm gonna grab my Source One. Actually, I'm gonna grab that drone that was far away. Comparing this to something like what I fly pretty much every time I go out is my Source One. These, I believe, are 4mm arms, and I have yet to break this. I got a couple like nicks in here, and the carbon fiber starting to delaminate a little bit. But fuck, boy, can you look at that shit? It's so thick. That's thicker than a cold bowl of grits right there, folks. Them shits are never gonna break. God damn it. I almost want to make like a knife out of one of these with that design. That's slick.